Yo, what is up guys, my name is Hakiii and in this video we're going to be going over the worst things in GTA Online. This is going to be sort of like a rant type video, not exactly though. It is no secret GTA Online has many different issues and we're going to talk about the absolute worst ones. Starting with what I personally think is the biggest issue with GTA Online, especially the last couple years. The game has just gotten a little drier since everyone just wants GTA 6 at this point, and that is the infrequent updates. So there's only two major updates a year. We did get some more content with like Halloween updates and stuff like that, which is cool, but it's still nowhere near enough content to actually get people excited to come back to the game frequently. I feel like as time goes on, there's less and less regular basis people that play GTA Online, whether it's daily or weekly. I feel like most people just like hop on whenever there's an update, or a lot of people, not most. They check out the content and they pretty much just hop on GTA maybe like a couple times a year, really, which is kind of understandable considering this game is about 10 years old at this point and everybody just wants the next GTA game so bad, and I don't blame them. I've mentioned this in the GTA 6 wishlist video I made that I really hope we're gonna have more than 2 major DLCs a year, just because more constant new content is gonna make the game feel very fresh and it's gonna keep people playing it for a longer period of time. So hopefully we get that. And nowadays everyone knows Rockstar is working on GTA 6, so I can actually kind of understand why they're only doing 2 major DLCs, but if they weren't working on GTA 6, I would definitely have liked to have at least 4 major DLCs a year instead. So what I'm saying here basically is, okay, they have to put their effort into the next GTA game, and I'm honestly fine with that just because we're anticipating the next GTA game so much, so we gotta give them the effort to work on that and not only on GTA Online content right now. Otherwise, if Rockstar somehow gets pressured to work on GTA 5 Online more, we are never getting GTA 6, so come on now. A good way to describe the current state of GTA Online right now and the amount of players playing it during no updates, I mean, this meme right here describes it best. The next big flaw GTA Online has is reporting cheaters does absolutely nothing. I find myself, not many times, but whenever a player is reported for, let's say, using God mode in GTA Online, reporting does absolutely nothing. Nothing actually ends up happening to that player. It seems like people only get banned for doing money glitches. When it comes to doing God mode and everything that doesn't have to do with money, Rockstar does not care whatsoever, and that's a problem. I feel like the past few years we've seen more and more God mode users on console. It used to be an issue mainly on PC, and PC GTA is just different. I don't play GTA on PC, but for what I've seen, modders can like put you in cages, and there's just like a lot going on with cheaters on PC, and on console it's gotten worse recently. And by more recently, I mean the past few years, that is. Some people that have talked about this issue in the past, their main point is that Rockstar only cares about money, because if they see someone like hacking money or doing any type of money glitch, they're likely to take action against that person if they catch them. And then if someone is using God mode, or there's people complaining about a specific person in a session or something like that, I feel like nothing really happens to them and they don't actually pay attention to it. Not only I feel like that, but probably a lot of people around the community do as well. The next thing that's just awfully wrong with GTA kind of contradicts what we've talked about right now. We basically just talked about how Rockstar are just not strict at all, and they just don't care about griefers and like God mode users and other cheaters. And with this next thing, they're actually too strict. So the last thing, they're not strict at all, they're not strict enough, and with this next thing, they're just way too strict. So what I'm referring to is player messaging in sessions. Sometimes I find myself sending someone a message and there's nothing wrong with it, and then it gets blocked because the system thinks there's something wrong with it. As in, the message moderating system is just way too strict because they think there's foul language or just something foul about the message when there isn't. Sometimes even sending another player just LOL in a message gets blocked, and I mean, that is just a bit too much. I completely get why they have the moderation system, just because they don't want to allow anyone to say anything, or else, I mean, there would be some foul stuff being said. But half the time the system just blocks messages that had nothing wrong with it, and that's the real issue here. Let me know if you've also had it happen to you where you just send a normal message to someone you don't want to be toxic to or anything, but the system just blocks it after you spend so much time typing it out. Because let me tell you, on console it takes a while to type out messages, just because it's not like PC where you just rapidly type. It takes takes time. And so on console, it's a real struggle when that happens. Then we have the broken invite system. I don't know if it's just on Xbox, but PlayStation and PC users, let me know down below if you also have this issue. When a friend invites you into an invite-only session, he literally invited you into an invite-only session. And when you accept that invite, it says session is private and you're not able to join because of that, which makes absolutely no sense. The only real way I found to fix that is both of you restarting your games at the same time, and then eventually you can get in the same invite only session. But that is ridiculous that you even have to do that. Maybe it's just a me problem or a Xbox only problem, but it definitely is weird and it shouldn't do that. Next up, we have something that actually makes GTA really realistic, because it's also something that's happening in real life, conveniently enough. Actually, you know what? It's not convenient at all. I meant to say ironically enough. Maybe beginners that just started playing the game don't really see much of a difference, but people playing GTA Online over the years definitely saw inflation take a toll on the game. Inflation is not only a big problem in GTA, but also in real life. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look at the vehicle prices in GTA. It is crazy. To give you perspective, the Adder was like the ultimate supercar that everyone wanted to get back in the day, and that is $1 million. Nowadays, the Adder is considered hot trash, and you definitely shouldn't use it for races whatsoever. It sucks. It's one of the worst performing supercars in the game, and it's $1 million. That is a lot for a horrible supercar. The only thing it's got for it is it being OG, and it looks decent if you ask me. And in this day and age of GTA Online, the horrible performing supercars are probably gonna be at least $2 million, and best believe most of the good performing supercars are gonna be more or less $3 million. The only real exception I see here is the Wagner for $1.5 million, but that also came out like at least a couple years ago, so it's been some time. If you ask me, if the Wagner would get released today, it would easily be about $2.7 million. If we want to use another example besides vehicles, Rockstar can just like release a new pistol, and then just because it has a cool sound effect to it that you don't hear with any other weapon, they're gonna slap on like a $400,000 or $500,000 price tag on it, even though it's not even a good weapon, turns out. That's a hypothetical example right there, and we've probably gotten weapons like that, let's be honest. Another thing wrong with GTA Online is the loading screens. Now, they have gotten a little bit better with the new gen, with the next gen version of the game on the Xbox Series X and the PS5, but it's still relatively slow sometimes. For those watching still on Xbox One and PS4, yeah, like loading times are still a big issue for you, but on next gen it's less of an issue, but still kind of an issue. When Rockstar first showcased the expanded and enhanced version of GTA on next gen, they talked about faster loading times and seamless character switching, which I mean, it's very not seamless, let's just say that. And the only real quick loading times we have on next gen that I noticed at least is when you're in a public session and you want to load into an invite only right away. That's gonna take only a few seconds, which is good, but everything else is gonna be still at least a good amount of time. If you load into a game mode like an adversary mode from a public session or an invite only, it's gonna take some time. You're gonna be chilling in there just like on last gen. It's mostly improved loading times on the next gen version of the game, but it's nowhere near swift and seamless at all. I could definitely make a part 2 of this, so let me know down below in the comments what you think I missed in this video, because let's be honest, there's a lot of things wrong in GTA Online, and we could just go on and on and on. Now, we talked about how inflation has taken effect in GTA Online over the years, so click the video on screen now to see the best bang for your buck vehicles in GTA Online. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.